Hi, I'm Naomi Davies and I am a watercolour artist, although people call me a watercolour artist, but actually I'm a fountain pen drawer and I colour them in watercolour. I do a lot of scenes of Cambridge because I live here, but that's kind of because I just draw what I see. I've done lots of things in my life, but at the age of 40 I started working for myself and I started doing family history as a business. It was quite lonely working alone in my office and on a computer, so I used to go out to cafes and that's when I did the drawings while I was people watching. And then I got kind of discovered by two cafe owners who asked me to do exhibitions, and then at those exhibitions I sold stuff, and then kind of a year later realised I couldn't do the genealogy as well because the art had taken over. So it's a bit of a patchwork career, but that's kind of fitting because I've recently realised that I have ADHD. You can really focus on something like the genealogy or the drawing and not focus on anything else. One thing I did realise that was affecting me after I'd started doing the art as a professional thing, as my job, was that I'd lost my main means of relaxation. And so I actually started doing the garden more. I'd always kind of seen the garden as housework, really, an extension of housework, but I started doing the garden more and planning colours more because I realised that you could be creative in a garden, which is something I hadn't really realised before. I remember very clearly a place we used to go in Paris, a little cafe called Magoo. And when we went to this cafe called Magoo, my dad played chess. I don't know what my mum was doing, but I was sitting there drawing all these chess players. And I think I've just spent hours and hours in that cafe drawing. I have a set of about 150 colours and they're all laid out in the same order, and I always put my palettes in the same order when I paint. When my daughter went to university, I nabbed her room. She's got what was our study, a tiny little box room, but she seems quite happy with that. And I've got this room which is painted my colours. It has a fantastic light that can be daylight and incredibly bright, or it can be warm light, so it has meant that I can paint at night as well. And this is absolutely my sanctuary. It has all my stuff, my merchandise is all neatly organised in the cupboards, and all the paintings that mean a lot to me. These number plates in the hall are a reminder to us of why we don't live in Italy anymore. We loved Italy, we used to go there for holidays all the time, and to get these two number plates for our car and our camper van cost us €1,500 and 18 months in Italy. My favourite artist is Quentin Blake, whose line work I think is just wonderful. I'm lucky enough to be the proud owner of a drawing that he dedicated to me because after I'd written him a letter, he noticed my address and that he had actually lived in the same basement flat when he was a student at Cambridge as I had on Parker's Piece. So that's probably my most prized possession. I met Quentin Blake quite recently at an exhibition and I just burst into tears, and he wrote me a really nice letter afterwards saying how much he had appreciated the emotion.